We've seen quite a few days of losses coming through for the NSE all share. No surprise there. We've also seen an erosion of sentiment and an erosion of confidence. Give us an indication of where volumes stood for today, because we know that volumes have been relatively high despite the fact that there's been negativity.
Yeah, confidence is low in the market. We are seeing the implication of what happened last week with information coming out on financial misappropriation at the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Confidence has waned a little bit, and then we see investors not wanting to hold too much positions. The regulatory body has stepped in. There's a new leadership. With this change, we hope that confidence will cripple back. What we're beginning to see right now is that people are speculating about possible changes or regulatory stipulations that will be put in place to be followed. So you don't want to be caught with too much position with you.
It's interesting because some of the reports that I have been reading say that we won't be seeing a full market recovery until we see the banking reform starting to take effect, and many are expecting that to happen only early next year. Do you concur with that?
Yes, that was the case or scenario till mid-June, July, with AMC bill passing at the legislative level, where the president accented, and then we're beginning to see structures of how this company will come into place and then buy off the bad debts of the banks. But information from that has come from what happened in the Nigerian Stock Exchange has waned confidence a little bit. This was what happened during the banking crisis. But with time and then with the new leadership putting in place some major changes to how operations are carried out, confidence will cripple back. I see, before the end of the year, I would say that there will be marginal growth or comeback of the NSE.
Well, it's interesting, just touch on that point, because the NSE has gained around 25% year to date. Some were expecting 30 to 40% growth for the whole year of 2010. Do you think that we're going to reverse these gains, or do you think we're just going to see subdued growth when it comes to the NSE for the rest of the year?
Well, I wouldn't say we'll see huge growth. There will be a slump in the index. That's further losses in the next few weeks until concrete steps are taken to regulate the NSE by the SEC. So when these informations come out, when it's known to the public, investors will gain confidence and try to take more position, because the prices, don't forget, the prices are coming down. And then for some people, speculators, short or medium term holders, they would like to come in at this stage. Then before the end of the year, I think there will be marginal increase in the index.
All right, looking at the federal government bond auction next week, what are we expecting there? Because usually the market takes cue from this bond auction.
Yeah, there's been a lot of activity before the auction this time around. We're seeing a lot of activity on the 3, 5, and 20 years bond maturities. These are all going to be reopened next week. The total volume to be reissued will be 105 billion. Of course, this helps the government mop up funds from the economy for capital development, and then it curtails inflation. For the PDMs, that's those who participate in the secondary market trading of these securities, people are already taking positions against the auction, either selling down or buying. So it's made it more interesting on 3, 5, and 20 years. When the auctions come up next week, when the results come out, there will be more activities, that is, prices in the secondary market taking a cue from what happens in the